Okay, so I've been putting this off for a while because I am a little irritated and I'm a little frustrated. Um, and this basically applies to. I'm probably going to get so much flack for this. I will try and keep it clean, but it is something that I'm really passionate about and it really frustrates me to no end. This very quick video is dedicated to all of those people. I don't know, how do I phrase this? I've got to be very careful. So, if you know I'm not talking about you, don't take it personally. If I am talking to you and you feel that I am, then by all means take it personally because see the worry in my eye. Okay? So, what I want to just rant about is I get so frustrated with people who leave city life behind. Okay? For whatever reason in your life, you come to this spiritual awakening and you realize that the environment is something amazing and that you want to go natural and homestead and plants and you want to go organic and you're becoming a vegan and all that stuff, and that's all good. That's really, really good. Fantastic. I'm glad for you. Really, I'm just like, I couldn't be happier for you. If you're the type of person who goes on one of those little life changing moments, you know, and you sell your house in the city or your apartment or whatever it is and you move, and I'm not specifically talking to internationals. I'm talking about people or in my immediate vicinity, the garden route. But yes, it could apply to anyone anywhere in the world, and I hope it if it does, then hear me now. You know, because we're human, we've got a responsibility to the environment. And not because we're human, because we're alive, we've got a responsibility to the environment. So I urge you, if you sell your house and you move to a really nice area, which is still forested and or desert or whatever ecosystem it is that you're moving to, respect that ecosystem because it just really grates my tits that you would come into an area, pretend you know everything about the environment, cut down the trees because you don't have an ocean view. Up. Grow up. Educate yourself. You think you're I don't know, like you were this big shot in some big industry. No one gives a crap. No one gives a shit, to be honest. So get your shit together, educate yourself, and then if you want to know why places aren't receiving rain anymore and why weather patterns are changing, it's because of stupid, selfish little moments where you want to see view, or you want a mountain view, or so you're going to cut down a tree, or cut down two trees, or pave your entire area, and then you move into the area because it's all gardeny and beautiful. How does that make sense? Like, how does that make sense? Honestly, that really, really, you're selfish, you're entitled, and you need a reality check. And I'm hopefully here to make you think about it. Now, I'm really upset about it. I get really upset about it. In fact, it's probably one of the reasons why I eventually just decided I don't want to participate in nature conservation as my job in an organization, in any organization. In fact, I prefer to go it alone. Um, I still do things that are not good for the environment, as we all do, right? Because that's the system. But you don't go around and you can't just flip the script and make it, I don't know, make it really, I don't know. So, what I am here to say is if you're moving into an area and or even you've always been living in an area and you didn't respect it, it's not going to be around forever. And you know what they say, if you love something, let it go. If it comes back to you, it's yours. If it doesn't, it never was. And then they also say, one of my favorite saying is, only once the last tree has been cut down and the last river dried up and the last fish caught, only then will we realize that money cannot be eaten. And I just hope that you don't, you know, have to come to a horrible conclusion, like a jarring wake up call that costs you something. I hope that you have a peaceful transition and that you go into this and with your mind open and willing to learn and willing to that you put your arrogance aside and that you don't know everything. I don't know everything. I wish I did, but I don't. Surprise. And neither do you. Surprise, surprise. So, look, again, this video is not made directed at one particular person. It's not. It really isn't. But the fact that I run a nursery and people come to me and they go, oh, I don't care what I'm going to plant. I just want to plant it. You're looking for an invasive species and you want to plant an invasive species. Or you don't care about certain things because you just don't care about it because you want your aesthetic feel to be good. Then come over to me and let me break your leg, and then we can see how aesthetically pleasing that feels. Okay? Great. I could go on forever, so I'm not really going to go into this, but really all I want to say to you is if you care for the environment, then really actually care from all angles. Don't be selfish about it. Don't do things that only suit yourself. Try and change things very small, in little bits and pieces. You know what they say when you try and like suddenly take on a diet and you want to change everything and then you fail? Same thing's going to happen, only everything else will also, it will be in your wake of destruction. So I don't know if I'm making sense. I don't really care. All I'm saying is when you do something, do it selflessly, as you can. I'm not professing or claiming that I do. We all make mistakes. All I'm trying to say is if you're not receiving rainfall regularly and you're not, your sand's really dry, or I don't know, just anything in your particular environment, if there's something wrong with it, research it, find out what is wrong, and then try and do your bit. Do your bit. Don't look at others. Just do your bit to try and fix that. Because oftentimes it's the plank in your own eye that you need to be worried about, not what someone else is doing. And I endeavored to do the same thing. I just felt that I really needed to say that. And yeah, I do try. So I suggest that you do too. That was a really crappy explanation, but I hope that it came across and that I am kind of getting somewhere with that, with you, hopefully. And if you have been, well done. Awesome, great stuff. Continue on that path and spread the love. Like, just really actually spread the love. Like, be educational and try and share as much as you can, because that's what life is about. And continue working. You know, we have this one life to do like a lot of good, and don't waste it. And don't be selfish about it. Just be cool, guys. Be cool. Enough said.